or I checked the website. They said they were selling them at Target. I went to Target. I get there, and I get into the Oreo section, and there's just nothing at all besides the spooky Oreos and like the stupid regular double stuffed and all. And I can't find the Pokemon Oreos anywhere, dude. Back to what I was saying with the brand new collaboration that I personally think is pretty amazing. I think it's really sick. I'm excited to see it. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the collaboration between Pokemon and Oreos. Pokemon and Oreos made a collaboration, and it's pretty incredible, guys. Let's be honest. Who doesn't want to look down at some Oreos or at some Pokemon while you're munching on some Oreos, right? Two of my favorite things in the world come together as one, as the perfect snack. Hey, if you guys are familiar with Pokemon at all, you know how crazy the Pokemon fans can be. And with that, this might have to be, this might just be the craziest thing I've ever seen in the Pokemon community, and I've seen a lot of crazy things, guys. I've been in it for about 3 years now, and this has to be the most absurd thing I've ever seen, and that is graded Oreos. Somebody went and got Oreos graded officially. What has the world come to? To update you guys on what this means, in case you guys are not familiar, in the Pokemon and just the trading card game, there is a thing called grading. And what that means is you have your card, you send it out to a company, they look at it, they see how it looks physically and the shape it's in, if it's in good condition or not. They send back a grade on a scale from, I want to say, I don't know if it goes to 0, but from 1 to 10. But these sealed, graded cards are selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's gotten to a point now that you can't even find Pokemon cards out in the stores. But apparently it's just all things Pokemon, because now we have Oreos that are officially graded, which is the most insane thing I've ever seen. I just don't understand. I don't even know how this happens. I don't know who you send a container of cookies to get graded. I don't know how they have that container to properly store the Oreos. I would love to see someone eat break that open and eat an Oreo in like 20 years. I would love to see how much it sells for in 20 years. I just have so many questions about this Pokemon Oreo collection. I don't know. But also with this collaboration comes a really cool thing that they do a little nod to the TCG. And in the TCG, they have secret rares and ultra rares and all that stuff. They have rare cards that you can pull. In the Oreos, there's 16 different Pokemon, and you can find a Mew amongst those 16. But the Mew is supposed to be more rare than the others. So it's kind of a cool little fun nod to try to find the Mew while you're munching on these Oreos. So we're going to hop on into the Man Your Call segment of the show. When we take listeners from the audience, we have them share their thoughts. The first time ever hearing the audience voices live on the ManYurKanin Show. Let's get right into it, guys. It looks like we're getting a call in from Tyler here. What's going on, Tyler? Welcome on into the ManYurKanin Show. As somebody that is not in the Pokemon community at all,
yes,
basically at all, the most connection you have to the Pokemon community is through my channel, right? What are your thoughts?
Like TCG as a whole, how it's the dumbest thing in the world to waste money, and the fact that people fight over cards and Target is just a notch on human well-being.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah, I think, well, it's like all cards now are overblown to the fact where people resort to like physical violence when they don't get something they want, and it's taken out from right in front of them. And it's kind of sad. All of this was started by, I don't even know, Jake Paul probably, Logan Paul, but
I think it was on the rise, but Logan Paul was the catalyst that pushed it over the edge.
Yeah, and now it's become like this big collector thing. And I think it's cool to be like, okay, like I want something that's rare. I want to have pride in it. That's great. But at the same time, like the fact that people are, rushing to Target to get all the Oreos, to pull like a special Mew Oreo that's so rare.
Yeah.
That is literally a piece of food is crazy.
Oh, it's wild. It's wild. Pokemon collecting has just been insane. But honestly, all collectibles at this point are going up in price. Video games are the same way.
Yeah, it's like the Beanie Baby bubble of like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy all this shit hoping it pays off your kid's college tuition, and in like 3 years, it's gonna be worth $0.
Right.
That makes sense. So hopefully there's some future value.
The thing is like right now, base set first edition is such a huge thing because our generation grew up with them, and now our generation has money, or at least some of them. Some of us have money to buy that stuff, and the nostalgia kicked in. So with the newer sets, as you know, kids that are 10 to 12 now are pulling these and playing, you know, Sword and Shield and falling in love with this new generation of Pokemon. As they become older and get money, they're going to, you know, theoretically have that same nostalgia for the TCG, which is going to be, again, theoretically, we don't know. Maybe Pokemon will actually die out completely, but who knows? Oh, this just in, we have another caller. All right. Welcome in, Ollie. How you doing, Ollie?
Oh, I'm doing good. And then we were talking about the TCG earlier. Now I want to talk about grading. You talked about the graded Oreos, which is super insane. It's just stupid.
Dude,
if you bought those Oreos, you just see more or less the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like a fun little nod for kids. It's like, oh, I have Pikachu on my Oreo as I dip it in this milk, and people are going out and getting it graded.
I mean, Oreos are nice, and the collaboration will help Oreo a lot. It's not worth more than a freaking normal Oreo.
You know, a pack of Oreos is less than $4, right? And people are probably, I want to know how much that guy spent to get that pack graded personally. We laugh at it now, but everything that seems stupid now ends up, you know, making money in the future. So I'm curious to see what that pack of Oreos ends up selling for in the future.
I hope people are seeing it and say like, hey, it's 5 years old. I can't eat this anymore without possibly getting sick. So keep it.
I mean, here's the thing. Is anybody else getting Oreos graded besides whoever that person was? That might be the one and only pack of Oreos that's ever been graded. That could be worth a couple 2 million in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who knows? It's crazy.
Yeah, it can become a huge rarity.
At some point, it's got to die down eventually, right? I mean, who knows how long into the future? I would imagine it's going to die down at some point to a degree. Maybe not get very low, but it's going to go down to a little not as crazy as it is now. I mean, even with NFTs, collecting... Just in general, the idea of collecting something has become so popular, even with NFTs and everything. It's just insane. We have one more caller coming in. You guys may know him if you're part of the community. His name is Joey.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Hello. Yes, I hear.
Okay. Welcome to the show. What's going on? What do you got to say?
I don't know what's going on. I got back from club.
Oh, this man just saw a call in the Discord and hopped on in it. Oreos collaborated with Pokemon to create Oreos that have little Pokemon printed on top of the cookie or biscuit itself. Have you seen those?
No, I haven't seen them. No.
Okay. So they're new. They just came out. The package is gorgeous. But somebody on the internet got a pack of Oreos graded. You know how you grade like Pokemon cards? They did that with the Oreos. Yeah. What do you think about that?
A little bit silly because you're not going to sell them.
Are you though?
Like
everything, dude. Things are selling nowadays. Collecting
they're
things.
They're going to go down. They're going to go down in the worth because once mold starts getting on them. So if you leave it in like a damp place.
But here's the thing: is when they're graded, they're put into that sealed plastic container. So the idea is resale, the same way you have a pack of Pokemon cards that's sealed.
The difference between a Pokemon card and an item of food is bacteria doesn't grow on a Pokemon card.
Right, but is bacteria able to get into that plastic container?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the thing: is the idea with the graded cards isn't so much to eat them. I would imagine it's more so for the resale, right?
Great.
So do you think, you know, it's worth getting them graded to sell them 10 years down the line for some sort of profit?
I think that like stuff like that should be like left to inanimate objects, like collectibles. Like you're not going to go around collecting biscuits at the end of the day. Like I reckon it'll catch on for a little bit, but it's not going to last long.
I agree. I think that, you know, the idea of getting things graded has gotten to a point that it's beyond necessary, right? Like, we're just going to send everything to a grading company. Like, at what point are we going to call, you know, just a toy and leave it at that and not try to buy it out for resale value later down the line? you know?
Like, I don't think I could ever be like one of those people that gets all into the collectibles, to be fair. Although, saying that, you know the little pop figures you get, like the little Funko Pops?
Yeah, Funko Pops, yeah.
Yeah, I collect them, but like, I don't keep them in the box.
Right.
But obviously, as soon as it's out of the box, it loses its value.
So I think Funko Pops is kind of like where that, that's like, that line gets so blurred. It's like, is it a toy or is it a collectible? I don't know.
Like, say if I came across like a limited edition one that was literally out and they only released like 50 of them worldwide, I'd keep it in the box.
Exactly.
If it was one you could get in any shop, I'm going to take it out of the box.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like that's a good point to make when it comes to collectibles, is like, people think that everything... I keep saying Pokemon because that's just what I've seen the most recently,
Yeah.
but people think that every Pokemon product can be sold for a higher price. If it's a collectible and it's a rare item, yes, I get that. Every toy has some sort of rare item, right? I'm sure there's like a rare Nerf gun out there. And at that point, like, I get it. But like, that's a one-off thing. Not every Nerf gun is, you know, a high-end collectible. Hey, I mean, it's good to hear that it's not just here in the U.S. that people are going insane, all right? We got callers in from all over the world, and it's not just us, guys. It's not just America.
Oh, no. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. With that being said, be sure to drop a like down on the video, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos or future episodes. And if you want a chance to be on the episode, hit the link in the description to join the Discord. We'll see you in the next one.